Hey guys, welcome back to Ollie Talks Airsoft. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be doing a quick update on my MWS rifles, the one with the law folder and also my other one which is just behind me. So let's just kick it off. Right, I went out and bought one of these, which I'm sure lots of people are familiar with. This is a BCM QD end plate for an MWS, or not for an MWS, for an AR basically. There is a problem though, it won't actually directly fit because, if I can hold it right, there's actually a lip on this side that's round, and on the MWS it's actually cut at the top, so it won't actually fit directly on. So I've ordered a couple of pieces so I can basically machine away the back bit and get that to fit on the MWS. So hopefully that's going to happen before the end of the week, because I've got a Milsim event at the weekend and I want to have this at one point. But I was thinking, oh, maybe I could put it onto this one with the law folder. And in my usual idiot way, I got all the way to taking the buff tube off and everything like that before I realised, and I swear this wasn't advertised anywhere, the law folder has a QDM plate built in at the bottom, right there. I didn't know that, so it literally, I installed this, went on absolutely fine. As soon as I put it on, I looked at the bottom and went, oh, okay, well, I don't need that then. So, yeah, it's not anti-rotational, so it does just spin all the way around, but whatever. Yeah, I didn't realise that it had that feature. Other than that, by the way, it's been excellent. No issues with it so far, it's been running fine. I'm not taking it out and gamed it, that's going to happen all weekend next weekend. So yeah, it's going to get loads of use. And my other one here, this one is going to get the QD end plate fitted on, but as you can see, it's not quite, it's basically just not the right shape. So unfortunately that isn't going to work. Bit disappointing, but you know, it's just another little project, isn't it? So it's another thing to get working. I did have a look, like the Haley Strategic Partners ones, the Ferro Concepts ones, and the HSGI ones are all basically exactly the same. They're all designed for real ARs, and it's perfectly circular at the back. So you have a choice as to whether to like modify your lower receiver or modify the QDN plate. I would always choose to modify a QDN plate rather than actually damaging the gun itself. So that's the major sort of update on MWS stuff. Nothing too bad there. I did also finally ahead of next weekend, I basically put my pack on here correctly. So this is how it does actually look for those that are wondering. I do know how to molly things correctly. We also noticed that I now have 2 mags in the back here. And what I did was, to anyone that had watched my plate carrier video where I talked about this part at the front, this Midwest Tactical Solutions triple shingle, well, prior to that I actually had this had a Ferro Concepts one, and yes, I have chopped this up. So this was a triple shingle which was by Ferro Concepts, and I bought it second hand, and someone had already cut so it would fit into a JPC. Obviously they didn't get on with it. I thought maybe that was going to be the solution for me, so I bought it off eBay, 20 quid. Turned out that I didn't really like that solution either, so it's been sitting in my spares box for a while. And not only did I have these parts, I also had some Haley Strategic Kydex wedges. So what I've ended up doing is putting those Haley Strategic Kydex wedges inside the Ferro Concepts and then dumping it all into the back of my whatever this thing's called, I can't even remember, it's been a long day. But as you can see in there's now, and there's 2, basically, you've got hook and loop Velcro on both sides, which essentially, because this is what's sat in there are 2 of these that are connected to one another. So they're actually secure in there, and they actually have little slits here, and what it means is that with the Haley Strategic, these bits go into the little slits, and it means that the kydex doesn't like pull up, which is really good. So I've had these probably for about 1.5 years without knowing what to do with them, and yeah, so now I've got this solution, and it's basically, it means that I can carry 2 buddy mags, and I've got a couple of friends that are going to be coming with me, and we're all going to be running MWS system rifles. So this is going to be really good because it means that I can help teammates out, and it also helps me because it's going to be offsetting a bit of the weight onto my back. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, have a look at my other video where I'm talking about sort of how you balance your rig. But essentially this is yeah, it's going to make it a lot easier to balance, and I didn't have to go out and buy the other bits. So because I know that GMR, it's a minimap, that's what it is. I know that GMR do their own inserts. Living in the UK, I think it's like $30 and then like $20, $30 shipping as well. Not really viable, so yeah, always worth having a little dig through your spares box, see if you can come up with something yourself, and don't be too afraid to cut something up, even if it is, you know, good quality like Ferro Concept stuff. If it's not working for you and you need to modify it, then do it, like get on with it. So yeah, that's been a little update on my JPC, my MWS rifles. Weirdly, I did actually used to have a QD end plate on the back of my Mark 18 rifle, but I actually moved it over onto this MWS. So this one actually does have a QD end plate at the back, but I've actually found it to be quite unreliable. I need to figure out what brand this is, because I've had it where I've put the QD locking point in, and if you give it a yank, it'll actually pull out, and the last thing you want to be doing is having a rifle like this and dropping it on the floor. So anyway guys, yeah, that's what happened to the QDM plate. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated as to what else I get on with throughout the week, but I'll be packing and putting all my things together, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you a few videos from the actual event, and you know, doing a full loadout and my kit and everything like that. And also going into, as a gas blowback user, what things you actually might need to take to a milsim, like what additional items you're going to need. For example, I was thinking about doing a video on this. This is my box of spares for MWS, and as you can see, there is a lot in this box, including a bunch of spare TM nozzles and things like that. So maybe at some point in the future I can do a video just going through my spares boxes, so you can kind of see what things you accumulate, and I can also tell you what's been in that box for 4 or 5 years and what actually comes out of the box and gets used regularly. So maybe that's going to be something that's useful coming up. But anyway, I'm absolutely dying in this heat, so I'm going to head off, but hopefully you guys have a nice evening, and I will see you on the next video.